Hello everyone and welcome to another Smokin Showcase. Hello everyone, you are tuned in to Smokin Revelry, and as I said before, this is the Smokin Showcase. If you're not familiar with the Smokin Showcase, it is a video series where I focus on a particular cigar, give you a little bit of info on it, and give you my thoughts about it. And the cigar in question is the Fortaleza y Libre Bushwhacker. This one in particular is the Habano, and it has an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, but what's really special about this cigar is the binder and filler. Handmade in the Dominican Republic at Tabacalera El Jueguito, these cigars incorporate well-aged Dominican Piloto Cubano in the Ligero filler and binder. Now, obviously, I'm thematic right now. I am wearing a Fortaleza y Libre hat and Fortaleza y Libre shirt. I was fortunate enough to win a giveaway hosted by Fortaleza y Libre and a couple of other gentlemen on Instagram, and I was lucky enough to win the merch you see here. I also got like a Fortaleza y Libre fleece jacket, some coffee that was thrown in there, which is actually really good. I also got this little, I guess you could call it a challenge coin. You can look at it right there. Both sides are a little bit different. Oh, and I also got a Zippo style lighter and a perfect cutter, obviously both bearing the Fortaleza logo. So suffice it to say, this was a pretty damn impressive prize pack, and I am stoked as all hell that I actually won. I've won a few giveaways on Instagram, but I don't ever think I've won a giveaway that was this big, with this big of a prize pot. So I am super grateful, excited, and happy, and I can't wait to get into this cigar. With that being said, let's get started. Get a little bit of the aroma pre-lit. Smells delicious, absolutely delicious. Got, you know, again, those hint of dried fruit. I love the aroma of Habano. It has a very sweet and kind of, I don't want to say fruity smell, but kind of like dried fruit. Usually you get like, you know, raisins and dates and a little bit of spice. Habanos are a beautiful profile. I mean, this is a medium profile cigar, and Habanos are a nice in-between if you don't like your cigars too mild or too strong. I'm going to use their perfect cutter because of course. Okay. I'm going to test the draw a little bit while, you know, and while I'm at it, get my cold draw. I haven't done that in a while. I have like done cold draw where I accidentally inhale filler, so back to my old ways. Let's try that again. Again, it's sweet, slight hint of spice, dried fruit, raisiny type of, you know, flavor. Tastes delicious, not having even been lit. So let's get cracking and get to the meat of this beautiful looking cigar. I almost don't want to smoke it, but obviously I'm gonna. I don't have or use a Zippo style lighter, so now that I have one, I get to do this. Toasty. Ooh. Sorry if that was creepy, but retrohale opens it up so nice. Getting a nice hit of that spice, baking spice, kind of nutmeg, cinnamony. I can't say cinnamony. It's a hard word to say. You get tongue tied, but it's kind of like a little bit sharp on like the more cinnamon notes. I know it sounds funny, but like licking my lips after, you know, puffing on the cap of the cigar, I get kind of an interesting compliment to the cigar, just because, you know, obviously that's the outer part of the cigar as opposed to the, you know, what I'm tasting when I draw. But it's kind of got a little bit of a bitter sweetness, and it kind of almost like coffee, just a little bit like coffee, but it's just got some bready, toasty notes again. Well, I say again, but you know, I don't get those notes in certain cigars, but ones like these, Habano and others similar, I do get those toasty, bready notes, and it's just delicious. It's fantastic. So good. So good. So good. I'm honestly kind of having trouble finding the words, just because, I mean, it's just such a delightfully tasty and smooth cigar. You know, it says, you know, the information I gave you was straight from the website, but you know, I was also told by the gentleman who helped host the giveaway that, you know, these are well aged, and these are like, I guess, you know, the first edition of these cigars, if I'm not mistaken. Now I gotta check. Greg Free, who is the owner of Fortaleza Libre, apparently told one of the other gentlemen who relayed this information to me that these are some of the originals. So very well aged. I am going to make sure these cigars last for a long time. Yup. Oh man, I'm a walking endorsement and advertisement, guys. I'm a fan, already a fan. I'm enjoying this cigar. I am going to make the cigar. I'm gonna make that box last as long as possible because these are some gems. Fantastic. All that being said, I think now is the time where I get to just chill, kick back, relax, enjoy this cigar even more, and then give you, any other thoughts that I have, and I'll probably have a few. We'll see if this transitions. We'll see if it changes. We'll see if there's any other nice little surprises and nuances that this cigar has in store. So, be back with you guys when I have gone through all that. Well, ladies and gents, it is not quite down to the end yet, but it is getting there. I wanted to give some thoughts while they were still fresh in my mind because this cigar has just been a nice, smooth ride. There hasn't really been too much transition, not an overt amount of complexity. I mean, honestly, it's not a super complex cigar, which is honestly, I don't mind that whatsoever. A cigar doesn't have to be complex to be interesting or be a great experience. But it has maintained a nice smooth consistency with like really woody, kind of just toasty notes. I love a Habano profile cigar because again, it's kind of a nice in between. If you don't like your cigars too mild or too strong, nice and medium, not too crazy, won't knock you on your ass, even if you're a relatively inexperienced cigar smoker. But these cigars have been aged incredibly well, and that comes through for sure in the flavor and everything like that. It is nothing, like I said, there was some bitter sweetness in the beginning, but now it's just kind of nice, toasty, woody. Some of that sweetness is dissipated. Some of the breadiness is still there. The spice is definitely there, the baking spice. It's not peppery. It's not too harsh, not too, a family friend, a friend of my dad's is by the name of Earl. He refers to that kind of nuance as bitey. It's not too bitey. It is definitely a nice, relaxing, smooth, just great smoke to enjoy. And as much as I would love to enjoy this every day, I want to make sure that I hold on to these cigars as long as possible, because again, they're some of the originals. That means they're fairly rare. They're not new, they're older, they've been aged for a long time, and I had the good fortune of being able to win them. I mean, that is awesome. I've won some giveaways in my time on cigar pages on Instagram and other places, but this was definitely a privilege, a pleasure. Just so happy that I was so lucky and that I got to enjoy this and share my experience with you guys. But this is honestly a cigar you can enjoy anytime. You can enjoy it after dinner, after a glass of wine. You can enjoy it in the morning with your coffee. You can enjoy it just on its own. If you haven't gotten familiar with Fortaleza Libre, I highly recommend that you do. I know I say that about a lot of brands, but I wouldn't say it about a brand if I didn't enjoy it or if I didn't think it was worth checking out. Typically all the cigars I do showcases on have turned out fantastic, and otherwise I wouldn't make videos for them. So definitely check out Fortaleza Libre. I'll go ahead and leave links down in the description to their main website and their socials, so you guys can check them out if you want to pick up some for yourself. Greg is a really nice guy. He got in touch with me obviously after I won the giveaway. We had a little bit of a talk. He's a good guy, and he is definitely passionate about what he does. So definitely check out Fortaleza Libre. I honestly don't think you'll regret it whatsoever. You will enjoy it. And this is just off the one cigar. That's it for this showcase, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back with another showcase next Monday. Until then, guys, I hope you're staying safe, staying healthy, keeping it smoky as always, and of course, I will see you guys next time.